And today we're at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library. These cool wax figures here. Got Abe and Mary Todd Lincoln and all their children here. It's not here anymore, but it used to be an awful creepy statue of John Wilkes Booth right here, creeping on the Lincolns. I think it was probably a good idea to get rid of them. And this here is where you get the argument from 3 different states claiming Lincoln, because he was born in Kentucky, moved to Indiana when he was younger, and then of course moved to Illinois, where he stayed until he became the president, and is also buried here in Illinois. I guess we're going to start off in old Kentucky. Abraham Lincoln began his life in an old cabin just like this. What you reading there, Abe? There's a lot of people here today. But this is a replica of a cabin that Abraham Lincoln would have lived in. His parents are apparently asleep. Somebody up top there hanging off some random arm. Whose arm that is. Oh, look at this. You can see how something like this would have a huge impression on a young Abraham Lincoln. How evil this guy is. What's the deal with that guy? Ripping this family apart.
Oh my God, this face. Sorry, that is.
Hey guys, this is actually kind of important. And you want to know why Abraham Lincoln did things he did later on?
Look at this guy. They made these guys look just sinister. There are so many people in here, it's hard for me to really figure out what's going on, but this, I think, is where Lincoln moved to New Salem, started a business, which did not do well, and this is his then girlfriend, and everybody seems to be enamored with Lincoln's finger. I mean, it is pretty messed up, like you can see, like it's bent the wrong direction. What have you been doing with that finger, Lincoln? You guys think I'm not kidding? There's people everywhere here. So many people in here. So when moving to Springfield, Abraham Lincoln met Mary Ann Todd, who would later become Mary Todd Lincoln. She doesn't look that enamored with him. He looks very interested. Here is the tombstone of Edward Lincoln, who died when he was only 3 years old. And this started a trend that ended up causing a lot of issues for Mary Todd Lincoln later in her life. You can see the Lincoln-Douglas debate, which apparently Abraham Lincoln lost, but people claim that it led him eventually into the presidency, so did he really lose? Apparently it's supposed to be a replica of the law office that Abraham Lincoln had. It looks like he hasn't had a whole lot of sleep, so he's kind of chillaxing here on the couch. Got his foot on a whole bunch of papers. And his kids are throwing food and looks like they're playing baseball maybe. I don't know, he's got a broom. And he's ready to hit this apple. I feel like it's a horrible idea, but Abraham Lincoln doesn't seem to care. So, I've never heard about this before, but there's a group called the Wide Awakes that apparently were tired of slavery and decided to do something about it. They all got together and said enough's enough. And they played a big role in getting Abraham Lincoln elected president, apparently. Some kind of dress that was worn by one of the Wide Awakes. There's some weird drawing of Abraham Lincoln. And listen to what it says above him. Aha, gentlemen, you needn't think to catch me napping, for I am a regular wide awake. That's right, Douglas. You better run away. This guy cut his own head off. He's offering it to this other guy.
In American history.
I don't feel like this actually happened. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that I've actually used one of these before. Lincoln has been elected President of the United States. And of course that caused a lot of problems. South Carolina was the first to go. We found all the people. Didn't know where they went. Well, they're out here. And before we go in the White House, we have lingering outside one Frederick Douglass, as well as Sojourner Truth. This one's kind of funny to me. We have George McClellan looking super proud of himself, and Ulysses S. Grant does not look very impressed. Now it's time to go in the White House. First time in the White House. Mary Todd Lincoln has got herself a nice dress here. Fancy. Oh, there's a person back there. Person back there helping her get dressed, I guess. What do we got here? I like these see the real thing sites, but like, I'm not gonna just hop on over to Washington, D.C. Look at these old dresses. I don't know if you can really tell the material and everything that they're made out of. They're super fancy. I don't know how comfortable they would be. This one is pretty nice. Got the big dress. And this is what started everything right here. Fort Sumter being attacked in South Carolina. The beginning of the Civil War. Here's a representation of all the states that seceded from the Union. What the heck is going on here? A bunch of swords? Rifles? I don't know. Well, that's I don't know what it is there. It's cooking something to eat. It's like some dude jumping out of it. This is a lot of craziness. I almost don't know where to look. It's all like bizarrely shaped. What's this? Little fat dudes jumping off of people. Lincoln looking real evil.
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the same thing. I think he's her maybe in the newspaper.
His head is like disconnected. Lily.
Yeah, they were newspapers.
What the heck is even going on here? It's like a demon. Demon Lincoln. Oh, look at this. Here's like, oh, I'm coming to get ya. Oh no, it's Abraham Lincoln. I don't blame you, Abe. I'd be careworn too if I saw all these pictures. It's another example of the tragic story of the Lincolns here. As soon as they're moving into the White House, their son Willie takes a turn for the worst. And you can hear that music playing. That music's coming from downstairs. There's actually a party that's supposed to be going on right now. They had to keep coming back and forth between the party and their son's room. You see Abraham Lincoln clutching Jack the doll there, which was Willie's favorite toy. Funny enough, Jack the doll once received a presidential pardon because he fell asleep on duty. And of course, Willie Lincoln did end up dying in the White House 2 weeks after the presidential ball that I was just talking about what was going on. It's just a lot of tragedy in the life of Mary Todd Lincoln. Who is talking?
And y'all are all talk and no work, which you need to get back to.
All I know is what I hear.
I mean,
I keep my mouth closed and my ears open.
lot of
And I
food
hear
here.
a lot of things in this house. And I hear
Bunch of
that
ghosts.
old Abe is getting set to issue
Ghosts
a
are talking.
proclamation setting the slaves free.
I don't see anybody in here.
All 4 million of them.
Now, where did you ever hear such a thing?
Mr. Seward whispered it to Mr. Nicolay.
It looks like we've entered the war room. You can see Jack over there. All these other people. William Seward. Of course, Abraham Lincoln. Look at this guy. He looks like he wishes he was anywhere else. That guy's pointing at something. I don't know what he's pointing at. I mean, he looks like he's getting dangerously close to Portsmouth there. In between Portsmouth and Cincinnati. I don't remember there being a whole big Civil War battle going on there. Sir, I think you may have had a little too much to drink. Nobody needs Portsmouth. I think what's happening here is Abraham Lincoln is calmly explaining to this man that they do not need to take Ohio. Wow, this is wild. These people.
Emancipation Proclamation will dishonor our founding fathers and violate the Constitution that you swore to uphold. Sir, you are taking our property and it will destroy the country.
No less than the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court has ruled that African slaves are chattel, with no more rights than a dog, or a butter churn, or a cotton field.
The Emancipation Proclamation put African American citizens into the Civil War. always say that being the president makes you a lot older in a very short period of time, but you can really see it. Abraham Lincoln aged very poorly in 5 years. And just to show you what I mean, here is a life mask of Abraham Lincoln in 1860. And this here is a life mask of Lincoln's face in 1865. You can see how tired and aged he looks. Here's the battle that turned the war, Gettysburg. I've actually been to Gettysburg. I have to go there again so I can make an actual video, because I was not making videos when I went there. But I've been to that spot right there. I've actually been to that spot right there, the entrance to the cemetery. I've been to a lot of the battlefield as well. And as Lincoln is re-elected and the war ends, it seemed all was right. It was party time. Time to celebrate. So what did Lincoln decide to do? He decided to take a trip to see our American cousin at Ford Theater. You can see Lincoln and Mary Todd enjoying the play, not knowing what was behind them. Famous actor John Wilkes Booth entering through the back door, coming up behind them with his pistol. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today here at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library. Hope you had a good time. I had a good time. If you like this video, keep checking back every Thursday. I'm going to be posting a new video, and I'll see you at the next stop.